Please like the video and share it so that it reaches many more people and you get sawaba, or rewards from Allah. This could be a sawabe jariyah or continuous reward for you long after you are gone.
Narrated by Sahl bin Sa'd. Allah's apostle said, "Tomorrow I will give the flag to a man with whose leadership Allah will grant, the Muslim, victory." So the people kept on thinking the whole night as to who would be given the flag. The next morning the people went to Allah's apostle and every one of them hoped that he would be given the flag. The Prophet said, "Where is Ali bin Abi Talib?" The people replied, "He is suffering from eye trouble, O Allah's apostle." He said, "Send for him and bring him to me." So when Ali came, the Prophet spat in his eyes and invoked good on him, and he became all right as if he had no ailment. The Prophet then gave him the flag. Ali said, "O Allah's apostle, shall I fight them, i.e. enemy, till they become like us?" The Prophet said, "Proceed to them steadily till you approach near to them and then invite them to Islam and inform them of their duties towards Allah, which Islam prescribes for them, for by Allah, if one man is guided on the right path, i.e. converted to Islam, through you, it would be better for you than a great number of red camels." Volume 5, Book 57, Number 52. Narrated by Salama. Ali happened to stay behind the Prophet and did not join him during the Battle of Khaybar, for he was having eye trouble. Then he said, "How could I remain behind Allah's apostle?" So Ali set out following the Prophet. When it was the eve of the day in the morning of which Allah helped the Muslims to conquer it, Allah's apostle said, "I will give the flag to a man, or tomorrow a man whom Allah and his apostle love will take the flag," or said, "A man who loves Allah and his apostle, and Allah will grant victory under his leadership." Suddenly came Ali, whom we did not expect. The people said, "This is Ali." Allah's apostle gave him the flag and Allah granted victory under his leadership. Volume 5, Book 57, Number 53. Narrated by Abu Hazim. A man came to Sahl bin Sa'd and said, "This is so and so," meaning the governor of Medina, "he is calling Ali bad names near the pulpit." Sahl asked, "What is he saying?" He, i.e. the man, replied, "He calls him, i.e. Ali, Abu Turab." Sahl laughed and said, "By Allah, none but the Prophet called him by this name, and no name was dearer to Ali than this." So I asked Sahl to tell me more, saying, "O Abu Abbas, how was this name given to Ali?" Sahl said, "Ali went to Fatima and then came out and slept in the mosque. The Prophet asked Fatima, 'Where is your cousin?' She said, 'In the mosque.' The Prophet went to him and found that his, i.e. Ali's, covering sheet had slipped of his back and dust had soiled his back. The Prophet started wiping the dust off his back and said twice, 'Get up, O Abu Turab,' i.e. O man with the dust." Volume 5, Book 57, Number 54. Narrated by Sa'd bin Ubaidah. A man came to Ibn Umar and asked about Uthman, and Ibn Umar mentioned his good deeds and said to the questioner, "Perhaps these facts annoy you." The other said, "Yes." Ibn Umar said, "May Allah stick your nose in the dust, i.e. degrade you." Then the man asked him about Ali. Ibn Umar mentioned his good deeds and said, "It is all true, and that is his house in the midst of the houses of the Prophet. Perhaps these facts have hurt you." The questioner said, "Yes." Ibn Umar said, "May Allah stick your nose in the dust, i.e. degrade you or make you do things which you hate. Go away and do whatever you can against me." Volume 5, Book 57, Number 55. Narrated by Ali. Fatima complained of the suffering caused to her by the hand mill. Some captives were brought to the Prophet. She came to him but did not find him at home. Aisha was present there, to whom she told of her desire for a servant. When the Prophet came, Aisha informed him about Fatima's visit. Ali added, So the Prophet came to us. While we had gone to our bed, I wanted to get up, but the Prophet said, "Remain at your place." Then he sat down between us till I found the coolness of his feet on my chest. Then he said, "Shall I teach you a thing which is better than what you have asked me? When you go to bed, say, Allahu Akbar 34 times, and Subhan Allah 33 times. And Alhamdulillah 33 times, for that is better for you both than a servant." Volume 5, Book 57, Number 56. Narrated by Ubaidah. Ali said, "To the people of Iraq, judge as you used to judge, for I hate differences, and I do my best, till the people unite as one group, or I die as my companions have died." And narrated Sa'd that the Prophet said to Ali, "Will you not be pleased from this that you are to me like Aaron was to Moses?" Volume 5, Book 57, Number 57. Narrated by Abu Hurairah. The people used to say, "Abu Hurairah narrates too many narrations." In fact, I used to keep close to Allah's apostle and was satisfied with what filled my stomach. I ate no leavened bread and dressed no decorated striped clothes. And never did a man or a woman serve me. And I often used to press my belly against gravel because of hunger. And I used to ask a man to recite a Quranic verse to me although I knew it, so that he would take me to his home and feed me. And the most generous of all the people to the poor was Jafar bin Abi Talib. He used to take us to his home and offer us what was available therein. He would even offer us an empty folded leather container of butter, which we would split and lick whatever was in it. Volume 5, Book 57, Number 58. Narrated by Ash-Shabi. Whenever Ibn Umar greeted Ibn Jafar, he used to say, "As-salamu alayka," i.e. peace be on you, O son of Du el-Janahain, son of the two-winged person. Volume 5, Book 57, Number 59. Narrated by Anas. Whenever there was drought, Umar bin al-Khattab used to ask Allah for rain through Al-Abbas bin Abdul Muttalib, saying, "O Allah, we used to request our Prophet to ask you for rain, and you would give us. Now we request the uncle of our Prophet to ask you for rain, so give us rain." And they would be given rain. Volume 5, Book 57, Number 60. Narrated by Aisha. Fatima sent somebody to Abu Bakr asking him to give her her inheritance from the Prophet from what Allah had given to his apostle through Fi, i.e. booty gained without fighting. She asked for the Sadaqah, i.e. wealth assigned for charitable purposes, of the Prophet at Medina, and Fadak, and what remained of the Kumus, i.e. 1/5, of the Khaybar booty. Abu Bakr said, Allah's apostle said, "We, prophets, our property is not inherited, and whatever we leave is Sadaqah, but Muhammad's family can eat from this property, i.e. Allah's property, but they have no right to take more than the food they need. By Allah, I will not bring any change in dealing with the Sadaqah of the Prophet, and will keep them, as they used to be observed in his, i.e. the Prophet's, lifetime, and I will dispose with it as Allah's apostle used to do." Then, Ali said, "I testify that none has the right to be worshipped but Allah, and that Muhammad is his apostle," and added, "O Abu Bakr, we acknowledge your superiority." Then he, i.e., Ali, mentioned their own relationship to Allah's apostle and their right. Abu Bakr then spoke saying, "By Allah in whose hands my life is, I love to do good to the relatives of Allah's apostle rather than to my own relatives." Abu Bakr added, "Look at Muhammad through his family, i.e. if you are no good to his family you are not good to him."